Recent studies indicate that bagged salads carry a higher risk of foodborne illnesses such as E. coli and Salmonella. Food isn't just sustenance for us. It's a fundamental element of celebrations, from weddings to movie nights, uniting people across various settings. But, have you ever stopped to think about what really lies beneath the surface of some of your favorite food items? Beyond the attractive packaging and appealing flavors exists a realm of startling production methods and surprising ingredients. Join us as we delve into the reality behind how some of your favorite foods are produced. After learning the truth, you may think twice before consuming them again. 17. Spam. Starting with a product that has both perplexed and intrigued people for generations. Spam. No, not the unwanted emails, but the iconic canned meat product found in kitchens globally. Composed of ground pork and processed ham, Spam is mixed with sugar, salt, potato starch, and sodium nitrite, a preservative that maintains its pink, fresh appearance for an incredibly long time. Yes, years. The concoction is canned, vacuum-sealed, and cooked to ensure a remarkably extended shelf life. Initially popularized during World War II for its convenience and low cost, Spam has become a household staple, though perhaps not among the most health-conscious. Here's the concerning part. Sodium nitrite, a critical component, can turn into nitrosamines when exposed to high heat or stomach acid. These compounds are linked to cancer, especially in the stomach and colon. Moreover, Spam's high fat and salt content deliver a caloric blow that could be detrimental to your arteries. A single serving contains nearly a third of your recommended daily sodium intake. When compared to fresh or minimally processed meat options, Spam significantly lacks in nutritional value, offering higher fat, calories, and dubious additives with less protein. Therefore, while Spam might offer convenience, its production method, a blend of meat and preservatives, suggests it's a food item better left untouched on the shelf. 16. Chicken nuggets. Ever curious about what's really inside those enticingly crispy, golden chicken nuggets? Beneath their appealing exterior is a harsh truth, a mixture that might deter you from grabbing another piece. Contrary to what their name implies, chicken nuggets are not just made of chicken breast. They are a mix of white meat, chicken skin, and often less desirable parts such as tendons, nerves, connective tissues, and sometimes even bits of bone. All these components are pulverized into a homogeneous paste, more suited to an industrial setting than your dining table. The process starts with chickens raised in cramped conditions, never experiencing sunlight or the outdoors, and slaughtered prematurely at just 6 weeks old. After slaughter, their carcasses are transported, deboned, and transformed into the unattractive beige paste that forms the base of chicken nuggets. These nuggets are then shaped, battered, and fried to achieve that irresistible crunch. However, the downside is that nuggets are typically fried in unhealthy oils, laden with preservatives, and high in sodium. One serving can hold a quarter of your daily salt allowance, posing risks to your heart and waistline. Furthermore, the conditions in which chickens and factory workers are maintained are deplorable, marked by suffering and exploitation. So, the next time you're tempted by nuggets, consider whether the crispy coating justifies the grim reality it conceals. 15. Packaged salad. Many might think that opting for a packaged salad is a straightforward way to maintain a healthy diet. These salads, often labeled as ready-to-eat or triple-washed, might seem safe and convenient. However, lurking beneath those fresh greens is a startling truth. Packaged salads are not as pure as they appear. Contamination is a serious issue, with dangerous bacteria, viruses, and parasites like E. coli, Salmonella, Listeria, and Cyclospora frequently linked to these products. These pathogens can cause symptoms ranging from mild stomach cramps to severe, potentially life-threatening illnesses, especially in vulnerable populations such as the elderly or pregnant women. The contamination can occur at any point from farm to table, with factors like contaminated irrigation water or improper handling during processing and transportation contributing to the risk. Despite thorough washing, bacteria can persist on the leaves or hide within the crevices of vegetables. Hence, triple washed does not equate to germ-free. 14. Canned vegetables. While we've already discussed the drawbacks of canned meat, what about vegetables? Canned vegetables might initially appear as a convenient and healthy choice. They have a long shelf life and maintain fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K. Furthermore, the canning process can enhance the antioxidant levels in some vegetables, like tomatoes and corn. However, it's important to examine the canning process and its lesser-known negatives more closely. Canning involves sealing and heating vegetables to eliminate bacteria and ensure preservation. The issue arises with what is added and what is lost during this process. Many canned vegetables come loaded with salt or sugar to improve taste and prolong shelf life. Excessive sodium can increase blood pressure and risk of heart disease, while added sugars may contribute to obesity or diabetes. Additionally, BPA, a chemical found in many can linings, has been linked to various health problems, including heart disease and hormonal disruptions. It's troubling to note that over 90% of canned vegetables contain BPA. Furthermore, improperly sealed or damaged cans can become breeding grounds for Clostridium botulinum, the bacterium that causes botulism, a rare but dangerous risk. 13. Factory-farmed eggs. Eggs might be a favorite breakfast choice for many, being scrambled, poached, or fried. However, it's important to consider the origins of many eggs, which come from factory farms. The scale of egg production in these facilities is astounding, with millions of hens confined in overcrowded conditions. Such environments are so restrictive that hens often lose feathers from stress. Male chicks, deemed useless by the industry, are disposed of on their first day. The abuse extends to hens who are frequently starved to induce unnatural laying cycles. Their eggs are immediately taken to cold incubators, breaking the essential bond between mother and chick. The physical consequences for these hens are severe, as they are forced to lay hundreds of eggs each year, leading to brittle bones and other stress-related injuries. Moreover, many undergo beak trimming, a painful procedure that prevents them from performing natural behaviors. As for the eggs themselves, they can contain harmful residues, such as antibiotics and pesticides. These contaminants, stemming from drugs used to prevent diseases or chemicals applied to their surroundings, pose significant health risks, including antibiotic resistance and increased cancer risks. 12. Chicken breast. When discussing chickens, let's delve into that healthy-looking chicken breast stored in your refrigerator. Often celebrated as a lean, high-protein option, chicken breast is a top choice for health-conscious diners. However, beneath its nutritious facade, some unsavory realities might prompt you to reconsider your next meal. Were you aware that many chicken breasts are infused with salt water in a process known as plumping? This technique, which originated in the 1970s, remains prevalent among producers who argue that it boosts the meat's juiciness and flavor. However, it also increases the chicken's weight, meaning consumers end up paying more for what is essentially water, a crafty tactic to charge more for less chicken. Yet, the downsides don't stop there. Plumped chicken breasts are brimming with sodium, whereas a natural chicken breast might contain between 45 to 70 milligrams of sodium. A plumped one could possess 200 to 500 milligrams per serving. This substantial sodium intake contributes silently to elevated blood pressure and a higher risk of heart disease. The leading cause of mortality in the U.S. identifying plumped chicken can be challenging. Labels such as enhanced, brined, or contains natural chicken broth serve as subtle hints, but they don't assure complete transparency. Although chicken breast provides essential vitamins like B6 and B3, the hidden sodium content poses the question, is it genuinely a healthy choice? 11. Ice cream. You might be chilled to learn this, but did you know your ice cream may contain antifreeze and possibly even a touch of beaver secretion? Yes, that's correct. The delightful, creamy treat you savor on a warm day could harbor some secrets you'd rather not contemplate. Let's begin with antifreeze, or more precisely, propylene glycol. This chemical, commonly found in antifreeze solutions, paints, and detergents, is also an ingredient in ice cream. Its purpose? To keep ice cream smooth and prevent the formation of ice crystals, ensuring each scoop remains silky and luscious. While the quantities used in ice cream are deemed safe, toxic doses have been linked to issues affecting the heart, kidneys, and liver. Complicating matters further, due to labeling loopholes, manufacturers aren't required to list this ingredient, leaving you in the dark about the actual amount you consume. Even more bizarre is castoreum, a secretion from the anal glands of beavers, which oddly enough, emits a scent reminiscent of vanilla and raspberry. Since it's categorized as a natural flavoring, you might never know that your favorite vanilla ice cream could contain this peculiar beaver essence. While the likelihood of encountering these ingredients in your next scoop is low, just the idea might be enough to make you think twice about purchasing store-bought ice cream. Gummy bears. These candies are irresistible with their bright colors, fruity flavors, and chewy texture, but there's a darker side to them. The main component, gelatin, isn't just a whimsical substance. It's derived by boiling the skin, bones, tendons, and ligaments of animals, typically pigs. That charming bear-shaped candy begins as a mixture of animal parts cooked down into a gelatinous liquid, which hardens into the gummy texture we love. The thought of consuming boiled animal parts might be enough to diminish your appetite. Moreover, a single serving of gummy bears contains over 21 grams of sugar, equivalent to more than 5 teaspoons. Excessive sugar consumption is linked to obesity, heart disease, and other health issues. It even tricks your brain into overeating by impeding signals of fullness. Sugar-free versions, often made with maltitol, can cause bloating, diarrhea, and stomach cramps, fermenting in your gut and potentially leading to digestive chaos if consumed in large quantities. With additional artificial colors, flavorings, and waxes for shine, gummy bears are far from the innocuous childhood snack they appear to be. Processed cheese. This might seem like a convenient, budget-friendly option for sandwiches and burgers, but have you considered what's really in that shiny, uniform slice? Processed cheese is a concoction of natural cheese blended with emulsifiers, stabilizers, preservatives, and artificial flavorings, more of a science experiment than actual food. Unlike natural cheese, which consists of milk, salt, cultures, and rennet, processed cheese undergoes additional steps to enhance shelf life and melting properties. While this may sound beneficial, the health implications are concerning. Processed cheese typically contains unhealthy trans fats and saturated fats, which elevate bad cholesterol, LDL, and decrease good cholesterol, HDL, setting the stage for heart disease and inflammation. It's also high in sodium, with a single slice packing up to 300 milligrams, about 15% of your daily limit. This excess sodium can lead to high blood pressure, kidney damage, and bloating. Additives like sodium phosphate may harm your kidneys, while artificial colorings and emulsifiers could disrupt gut health. Flavor enhancers like MSG, although safe in moderation, can cause headaches or nausea in some people. Nutritionally, processed cheese falls short compared to its natural counterpart, offering less protein and calcium but more empty calories. Its hyperpalatable design makes it dangerously easy to overconsume, leading to weight gain and health issues. Instant ramen. Known for its convenience and low cost, instant ramen is a go-to for those in a rush or on a budget. But have you considered what you're really consuming? Instant ramen noodles are pre-cooked through steaming and then air-dried or fried to prolong shelf life. While this makes them quick to prepare, it also depletes much of their nutritional value. The accompanying seasoning packet is essentially a chemical cocktail that enhances flavor but offers minimal nutrition. A single package of instant ramen contains around 1,800 milligrams of sodium, nearly 88% of the recommended daily intake. Such high sodium levels are linked to health issues like heart disease and stomach cancer, making instant ramen a less than ideal meal choice despite its convenience. 10. Packaged bread. Bread is a staple in many households, but the packaged white loaf in your kitchen might be as harmful as smoking. It might sound dramatic, but research increasingly links industrially produced sliced white bread to modern health epidemics like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. The problem with packaged bread lies in its production process. White bread is made from refined wheat flour, which has had its fiber-rich bran removed. This results in a high glycemic product that causes blood sugar spikes akin to those from sugary drinks or table sugar, leading to hunger pangs, cravings, and overeating. A study even found that individuals who ate white bread consumed 500 more calories at their next meal compared to those who chose whole grain options. The lack of dietary fiber in white bread poses additional health risks, as fiber is vital for heart health, maintaining gut bacteria, and reducing cancer risks. A single slice of white bread contains only about 1 gram of fiber, compared to 3 grams in wholemeal bread. Additionally, the high glycemic index of white bread triggers the brain's reward centers similar to addictive substances like nicotine or even cocaine, making it hard to resist. And stroke. Consuming ramen regularly can easily push your sodium intake into dangerous territory. Additionally, there's TBHQ, a preservative used to keep ramen fresh on shelves. While small doses are considered safe, chronic exposure has been linked to DNA damage, liver problems, and even neurological issues. Add MSG, a flavor enhancer tied to symptoms like headaches and nausea, and you've got a recipe for concern. What's worse, instant ramen is low in protein, fiber, and essential nutrients like vitamins A, C, and B12, leaving you unsatisfied and craving more unhealthy snacks. 9. Energy drinks. Be honest, have you ever truly considered what's inside a can of energy drink? While it might offer a quick energy boost, the costs are high. A standard 500 milliliters can contain a staggering 55 grams of sugar, well over the daily limit for adults. Regularly consuming such high sugar levels can lead to weight gain, tooth decay, and increase the risk of serious health issues like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even cancer. If you were to boil down an energy drink, you'd be left with a sticky, tar-like residue, a vivid reminder of its high sugar content. But sugar isn't the only concern. These drinks are also loaded with acids like taurine and genin. Regular intake of these can disrupt your body's natural balance, potentially weakening your bones and muscles as your body leaches calcium from your bones to neutralize the acid, increasing fragility over time. Moreover, the high caffeine content can spike your blood pressure and heart rate. While caffeine may aid focus and alertness in moderation, excessive consumption can lead to heart issues, with some people even ending up in the ER from too much energy drink consumption. 8. Fish. For today's subscriber pick, we delve into a popular sea fish that many enjoy in various forms, from sushi to smoked dishes. However, you might lose your appetite for it once you discover how it actually reaches our plates. Beyond the poor hygienic conditions and contamination risks, imagine fish left out on a truck or even dumped onto the floor. There's an even more concerning issue. Its unusual reddish hue is likely not natural. This coloration could stem from chemicals released into the sea by ships, or from algal blooms caused by eutrophication, a process where excessive nutrients, like nitrogen and phosphorus from pollution, feed algae, leading to its rampant growth. Whether from chemical pollution or algal blooms, one thing is clear: this is detrimental to the fish, the sea, and ultimately to us. And stroke. Consuming ramen regularly can easily push your sodium intake into dangerous territory. Additionally, there's TBHQ, a preservative used to keep ramen fresh on shelves. While small doses are considered safe, chronic exposure has been linked to DNA damage, liver problems, and even neurological issues. Add MSG, a flavor enhancer tied to symptoms like headaches and nausea, and you've got a recipe for concern. What's worse, instant ramen is low in protein, fiber, and essential nutrients like vitamins A, C, and B12, leaving you unsatisfied and craving more unhealthy snacks. Coffee creamer. If you're a coffee lover, you've probably reached for coffee creamer to add a splash of sweetness and creaminess to your morning brew. But have you ever stopped to consider what's really in that bottle? Despite its name, coffee creamer contains zero dairy. Instead, it's a concoction of corn syrup, water, and partially hydrogenated vegetable oils designed to mimic the look and taste of cream. Its thick texture is achieved through thickeners like carrageenan and cellulose gum, while preservatives like BHA and BHT ensure it lasts far longer than real cream ever could. While this might sound convenient, these ingredients carry potential health risks. Carrageenan, for instance, is linked to inflammation and digestive issues, while BHA and BHT are known to disrupt reproductive health. Moreover, most creamers are packed with sugar, up to 5 grams per tablespoon. And let's be honest, who uses just 1 tablespoon? This sugar overload sets you up for a day of cravings and energy crashes. Think sugar-free creamers are the solution? Think again. These options replace sugar with artificial sweeteners, adding even more chemicals to your morning ritual. Over time, these can harm your gut health and may even increase your risk of type 2 diabetes. Canned mushrooms. Would you believe me if I told you that you could find worms in canned mushrooms? Okay, not exactly worms, but the FDA allows up to 19 maggots and 74 mites in every 3.5-ounce can of mushrooms. While technically harmless, the thought alone is enough to make you opt for fresh fungi instead. But maggots aren't the only unappetizing aspect of canned mushrooms. These little morsels also swim in sodium, 560 milligrams in just half a cup, nearly 25% of your daily limit, making canned mushrooms a risky choice for anyone watching their salt intake. Too much sodium can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, and other health complications. Then there's the can itself, many of which are lined with BPA, a chemical linked to serious health concerns like obesity, heart attacks, and cancer. Over time, this chemical can seep into your food, worsening an already bad situation. If that's not enough to deter you, consider the heavy use of preservatives in canned products. While these help extend shelf life, they do little for your health. Canned mushrooms often contain additives that fresh ones don't, making them far less nutritious. The solution? Choose fresh mushrooms instead. They're free of unwanted extras like maggots and BPA and far lower in sodium. Plus, washing and prepping them yourself is a small price to pay for peace of mind and better health. Artificial sweeteners. How many times have you heard that it's better to use artificial sweeteners instead of sugar? With 0 calories and intense sweetness, they seem like the perfect alternative. But behind their sugary facade lies a host of concerns that might make you rethink your choices. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin are created through complex chemical processes using synthetic ingredients. Aspartame, for example, is made by combining 2 amino acids through a series of chemical reactions. These sweeteners can be up to 600 times sweeter than sugar, which retrains your taste buds to crave more sweetness, making it harder to feel satisfied. This dangerous cycle can lead to overeating, weight gain, and even addiction to sugary treats. Despite their calorie-free promise, artificial sweeteners may interfere with how your body regulates blood sugar, potentially increasing the risk of diabetes. The concerns don't stop there. Many people report that cutting artificial sweeteners from their diets alleviates issues like migraines, depression, and digestive troubles. Some studies even suggest a possible link to cancer, though this is still debated. So, what's the solution? Natural alternatives like honey or stevia, or simply reducing your overall sugar intake, can be healthier choices. Pringles, with a catchy slogan, "Once you pop, the fun don't stop," might actually give you plenty of reasons to stop. While they may look and taste like potato chips, the reality is that Pringles aren't even made from real potatoes. Instead, These iconic chips begin as a blend of rice, wheat, corn, and potato flakes. This mixture is turned into a dough, rolled out into thin sheets, cut into chip shapes, and sent down a conveyor belt. They're fried in boiling oil, dried, sprayed with powdered flavorings, and neatly stacked into their signature cans. While this might sound like an engineering marvel, the result is a snack that's more chemistry than cuisine. One of the most alarming concerns about Pringles is the presence of acrylamide, a potentially cancer-causing chemical formed when carbohydrate-rich foods are cooked at high temperatures. Acrylamide levels in potato chips can exceed the federal limit for drinking water by up to 910 times. Studies link this chemical to neurological damage and an increased risk of cancer in animals. And acrylamide isn't the only hazard. Foods cooked above 120 degrees Celsius can contain heat-induced toxins, with at least 52 of these identified as potential carcinogens. This makes Pringles a chemical cocktail of risk, disguised as a harmless snack. Have you ever checked the ingredient list of your favorite snack? Were there any ingredients you couldn't pronounce or didn't recognize? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to our channel for more insights. In this revealing video, we take a deep dive into some of the most popular food and drink items that might be lurking in your kitchen and expose the surprising, often unsettling truths behind them. From the hazardous ingredients in your favorite snacks like Pringles and instant ramen to the deceptive nature of items like coffee creamer and artificial sweeteners, we uncover what really goes into these products and the potential health risks they pose. We start with the shocking revelations about common foods like canned mushrooms, which can contain more than just fungi, and move on to debunk myths about the benefits of artificial sweeteners and coffee creamers. Our journey through these everyday products will leave you more informed and might just change the way you shop and eat. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to making healthier food choices. So, if you found this video enlightening and want to keep up with more content like this, don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe bell to our channel, and hit the share button counterclockwise arrows button to spread the word. Have any thoughts or surprised by what you learned? Drop a comment speech balloon below. We'd love to hear from you.